Hello, this is part two of how to set up your gradebook in Moodle. I'm recording this video a little bit after the other one, so some of the weightings have changed from my previous example, but it doesn't really matter. We changed some of the categories and some of the weightings. So if you're like, why, these didn't match from before, it's okay, don't worry about it. So in the first video, I showed you how to set up the different categories. So for this class, I have attendance, quizzes and assignments, writing project 1, writing project 2, writing project 3, and then the course portfolio. So those are my different categories. Then under the categories, I have set up what goes into those categories, what impacts it. So for example, like for plagiarism quiz, the plagiarism quiz, I go and hit edit settings. When I've set up this quiz, actually, I don't want to do it that way. Let's go back here. Okay, so this plagiarism quiz is, let's say I created it in this week, August 13th. Okay, and let's see, plagiarism quiz. Now I've already turned edit mode on. If you're not familiar with that, make sure that if you go to this little gear at the top, if it says turn it, if we turn that off, you're gonna see the little pencils are gonna disappear. Oh, okay. I need to be able to edit, so I'm gonna turn the editing on. Okay, so now I go down here to this quiz. Okay, so when I've set up this quiz, when I created this assignment, I had to decide what category I should go into. And how I do that is under the grade, it lists the grade category. And if I click here, you can see all the different categories which I had set up from the first video. Okay, so it should go under quizzes and assignments. So for giggles, let me throw it into attendance. That's not where it should go. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and hit save and return to course. Okay. Okay, and I'm going to pause the video so I don't show any information I shouldn't show. Hold on a second. All right, I'm back. Okay, so when I changed that category, see that it moved the plagiarism quiz to attendance. That's not where it should go. It needs to go in quizzes and assignments. Now, I can actually move those around actually here in the gradebook. What I can do is I just click on this little thing, move, and where should that go? Well, I want to put it in quizzes and assignments, and I want to put it in this blank spot here, move to here. So if I click there, and then put it there, click continue. Okay, now it's moved it back to the right category. A couple other things to be aware of. So note that, like for my quizzes, all the quizzes have 100, okay, and they're reflective assignment. So basically all these are weighted the same. This quiz isn't worth any more than this quiz or anything like that. But sometimes you may have an assignment, the category, let's say writing project 1, where we have a low stakes assignment and a high stakes assignment. Well, I want them to turn in a first draft so I can look at it and give them feedback so then they can work on the polished final draft. Well, for me, it doesn't make sense to have that first draft worth the same amount as a polished, full-blown, edited draft. So I just changed the overall value of how much it is worth, okay? And how that is done is, again, just in the settings for that particular assignment, it shows the maximum grade of 10, okay? That's just what I did when I set up the assignment. So you can have, within a category, things that are worth more than others. Okay, now at the very bottom, I want to show you something real quick. I've got a few things that I've created that do not go in the gradebook, but they kind of show up. So sometimes students, or teachers rather, have these things where they want to be able to note information, but it's not really part of the grade. Okay, so what you can do in that particular case, so let's go to the student acknowledgement forms, which I think is found in student acknowledgement forms right here. So it's listed as an assignment, but when I actually look at the grade on this, see that the grade type is none. Okay, so I could put it at a point. Okay, then it would, the maximum grades. Again, this is where I put the maximum grade is if I want it to be worth a 10 or 100 or whatever. I would have no assignment worth more than 100. But if I just want to have something in there that's not counted towards their grade, I would say put that as none, and make sure that the grade category is not categorized. So if I do have a point, then I have to choose which grade category it is, okay? Oh, I see that. But if I want this to be a non-graded assignment, I just hit none, and then I would hit save and return to the course. Okay, so, I'm gonna pause the video one more time. All right, this should be recording again. I hope so. Anyway, so one thing I want you to note is that, so a completed gradebook will have your different categories, and then inside each category is what feeds that. So attendance, when I record attendance, it automatically feeds into that category. All these grades go into quizzes and assignments. Okay, so that's the way it should look. And then from the point of view of the student, the course total will show you, the way this is set up, the course total will show the student that whatever the grade is based on what has been completed. So if they've done 2 assignments and they got 100 on both of them, and they're equally weighted, then it would be 100%. Okay, let's say they did. Let's say that the only thing that was available was 2 quizzes, and they got 100 on one and 0 on the other one, and there was nothing else that was graded in the class. Then that would be a 50, because of those 2 assignments, their average would be of the 200 points you could have earned, or whatever. It shows that. So this weighted mean of grades shows whatever their grade is at that point in time. And that's very helpful because during midterms, all you have to do is look to see what the percentage is, and that's what their midterm grade is, what they're earning at that point in time. So anyway, that's how you, that's more information on how to set up the gradebook in Moodle.